The killer killed a couple of gooks with a bomb cracker one time.
They say war brings out the worst in people, but what if one soldier became too good at being bad? Meet Jerry Mad Dog Shriver, a man so feared that the Viet Cong thought he was a ghost. Literally. Not a nickname, not a myth, an actual ghost. This guy didn't play by the rules. He led missions that weren't supposed to exist, crossed borders America denied entering, and pulled off raids that looked impossible on paper. So what really happened to the man the jungle wouldn't give back? Did he die a hero? Was he captured and erased? Or did the US military bury the truth because he became too evil even for Vietnam? Before we go deep into the shadows and untangle one of the most disturbing legends of the Vietnam War, hit that like button and subscribe. Because this isn't your average war story, this is the dark file that history tried to delete. Let's get into it. Jerry was born on September 24th, 1938, in a quiet Florida town called Defuniak Springs. It's the kind of place where people wave at each other in traffic, and kids ride bikes until sunset. But Jerry wasn't like other kids. While others played loud and chased attention, he stayed quiet. Still. Observing. Always serious. His father was a World War II veteran, and maybe that's where it started. That sense of duty, that stillness that only soldiers recognize in each other. Jerry tried college after high school, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't hard enough. He wanted something that would push him, break him, and rebuild him into something different. So he joined the US Army, and he never looked back. From day one, Jerry treated the Army like a calling. While others joked and took breaks, he pushed harder. He didn't talk much, didn't show off, but everyone noticed. Eventually, he made it into the Green Berets, Special Forces. This wasn't basic training anymore. This was survival school, jungle tactics, hand-to-hand combat, foreign languages, explosives. Only the toughest made it through. Jerry didn't just pass, he stood out. He became a master of moving through the jungle, invisible. He learned to read the terrain like it was a map of his mind, to listen for things most ears miss, to vanish before the enemy even knew he was there. By the mid-1960s, he was in Vietnam, not just surviving, but thriving in chaos. Now here's where things get darker. Jerry was chosen for a unit that officially didn't exist, MACV SAUG, short for Military Assistance Command, Vietnam, Studies and Observations Group. This wasn't your average patrol unit. These men were ghosts. They crossed borders into Laos and Cambodia, even though US troops technically weren't allowed there. Their missions? Destroy enemy bases, blow up supply lines, rescue POWs, capture high-ranking officers. These weren't 10-man squads. Sometimes it was 6, sometimes 12. And they'd face hundreds of North Vietnamese troops, no backup, no exit strategy. And Jerry? He kept signing up, again and again. It was late 1966. Shriver's team dropped into Laos, deep inside enemy lines. The mission was to locate a portion of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, a secretive jungle network the North Vietnamese used to move weapons and troops. It went bad fast. Gunfire, grenades, explosions. They were surrounded. Most men would have panicked. Some might have frozen. Not Jerry. He ran straight into the fire. With bullets slamming through trees, he dragged 2 wounded teammates to safety. He was hit himself, bleeding, barely standing, but he got them out. Now this one sounds like a movie, but it's real. November 1967. Intel found a North Vietnamese prison camp in Laos, where captured American POWs were locked in bamboo cages, heavily guarded, almost impossible to reach. Most said it couldn't be done. Jerry led the mission anyway. They flew in at night, hiked silently through jungle, then, attacked without warning. Guards dropped like flies. Jerry ripped open cages with his bare hands. He was shot in the leg during the extraction. He didn't stop. The result? Every single POW rescued. Not one friendly killed. He earned another Silver Star. But Jerry didn't care about medals. He never even smiled in photos. January 30th, 1968. The Tet Offensive changed everything. The North Vietnamese and Viet Cong attacked over 100 cities, including Saigon, Hue, and Da Nang. Over 80,000 enemy troops strike simultaneously. American troops are overwhelmed. Back home, public support collapses. But Shriver, he doesn't flinch. He's still flying out on missions. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Always the first in, always the last out. Politics meant nothing to him. Only the mission mattered. He was already somewhere beyond fear, beyond hesitation. He belonged to the war now. Then comes the mission that stops everything cold. April 24th, 1969. A hidden North Vietnamese command base is discovered just across the Cambodian border, deep in territory where U.S. forces weren't even supposed to be. The intel is clear. If this base is taken out, it could cripple enemy operations across the region. Jerry Shriver steps forward without hesitation. He handpicks his team, 12 men in total. A few seasoned American Special Forces operators and the rest, loyal Montagnard fighters who had stood beside him through countless missions. These weren't just teammates. They were brothers who trusted him without question. The helicopters lift off. The jungle beneath them grows thicker, darker. They land miles from help, surrounded by enemy-controlled territory, and within minutes, it erupts. Gunfire from every direction. The jungle turns violent. Reports would later estimate hundreds of enemy soldiers converging on their position. Chaos explodes under the trees. But Jerry doesn't freeze. He moves fast, deliberate, sliding through the chaos, dragging the wounded behind thick roots, shouting commands, returning fire with deadly precision. Then, suddenly, silence. No more radio updates, no coordinates, no voice from the team. Communication is cut. Just like that, they're gone. And from that moment on, Jerry Shriver vanishes from history. And that's a wrap. So what do y'all think? Was Jerry Mad Dog Shriver really killed in that final mission? Or do you think he was captured and hidden away in some secret camp? And here's the real question. Did the U.S. military intentionally bury his story because he went too far off the books? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm seriously curious what y'all think about this one. If you're into wild military mysteries and stories that history tried to erase, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We've got more deep dives coming that'll blow your mind. Catch y'all in the next one.